the importance of the whole environment there and what it did to all of our lives was, again, I believe, just learning a little bit about organizations and how difficult they are with a whole bunch of quirky, creative people who are it's like herding cats. It was impossible. The meetings were extremely difficult to run. Everyone had the best heart, but we were all going in different directions. And I think that I personally learned a lot in how to stay away from committee meetings for the rest of my life by serving on that board. But it was all with good intentions and with a very good heart. And I really, really believe that it was a very open-hearted time. Things that we did there were very idealistic in terms of promoting one another's art and promoting the idea of an art that is accessible to, quote, the people. Mm-hmm. Another thing that Peter and I did there was use the gallery as a performance space, because we were, for then and during then and forever, musicians on top of being visual artists, and so had always played, since we knew each other in the 60s, we had always played music together, so we would play and sing in the gallery. And we did a series of concerts and sort of happenings called the Corn Belt Review. Thank you. Boy, you probably have heard a lot about that from Peter, but I remember many of the first songs that we wrote being sung at those Corn Belt Reviews. And during that time, we also managed to, because we were bringing in other musicians to play, it also became a meeting place for musicians. So that at that time, we started playing with two other musicians who lived upstairs from the gallery, Dennis Buchholz, who was on the board with me, and his friend Gary Johnson. The four of us played together as a quartet for a while. Then I started playing the accordion, and then, oops, the other two didn't want to play with us anymore. Whether that had anything to do with it, I don't really know, but it was about the same time. Peter and I were playing music further afield and were really doing less and less visual art. The transition was a very, very gradual one, and also led to our, or at least my, lack of involvement in the gallery. At that time, other really more sensible heads were taking over. It's hard to imagine Chas Moore being a more sensible head, but he really was a brilliant art administrator, I think. I know that people that we didn't know very well that much were moving in, and that was it was just sort of the end of my time there, and that was fine too.